Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the live stream of ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, exclusively available on the Facebook channel of ESL India Premiership and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership there also. In fact, this entire ESL India Premiership has been brought to you guys by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zawi by BenQ. And for those who keep wondering who's this chap who takes us through the games one by one as and when the games happen, well, I'm your host of the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vagish Godslebhan, and right now we have 3 games in the offing. We have a best of 5 of Clash Royale, a best of 1 of Dota 2, and also Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So starting the games here, considering it's 6:30 p.m. and we like to be punctual like that. So Clash Royale is in the offing here, the best of 5 between 2 very interesting personalities here. We have Reuben Dikuna and Haseeb Nazir having a showdown in the first game today. So let's quickly take a look at these players. Alright, talking about both the players, starting with Haseeb Nazir here. Now, he's from Mumbai and he's been playing the game since it was available. In fact, he stood first in the April session of the Clash Royale Master League. But since then, his form had deteriorated as the months in the summer season passed by. He was almost relegated to the Challenger League at the end of the June session, but strong performances in the playoffs helped him to retain his spot in the CR Master League. Now he attended the summer season finale of ESL India Premiership 2017 in Mumbai. However, he too could not make it past the first round, whereas his opponent, Reuben Dikuna, now he's a Mumbaiker. He's been playing the game since its launch, and the player began his journey in ESL India Premiership 2017 through the Clash Royale April Challenger League. Now, he quickly climbed ranks thanks to his stellar performances and entered the Master League, wherein the player managed to register podium finishes in the May and June session of the summer season Clash Royale Master League. He attended the summer season finale in Mumbai, but unfortunately only managed to register a 3rd to 4th place finish. We expect him to bolster his efforts in the fall season and surprise us all. Well, that's what we have for the players today. Will Haseeb Nazir maintain his winning streak, or will Reuben Dikuna have the better of him? Well, we'll find it out when Gautam Virkaholic, Virk and Manoj Super Gola, our casters of this game, take us through it. So let's quickly head off into the best of 5 of Clash Royale.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another day of casting of Clash Royale. It's my favorite moment of the day, and I'm absolutely loving this map, man.
Why? Why do you like this map?
Why are we playing on this map?
Because the players chose to play on this map.
Okay, so this map just looks different, so that's why I like it. And today's game is between Haseeb and Reuben. If just in case you missed that title which was just telling you, and just in case if you missed
for about 30 minutes, right?
Yes, just in case you miss that, it says right on the screen is Reuben versus Haseeb. We are back here with great Clash Royale action today, and I forgot to silence my phone, which I'm going to do right now, so it doesn't bother me. And I've been seeing a lot of RAM decks coming out nowadays. Is that the flavor of the month right now?
It hasn't just been the flavor of the month. The RAM has been a powerful card ever since it's been released. It's just that with the advent of the Three Musketeers, it's been seeing a lot more use because now you're able to chip 500 damage per each hit.
Yeah.
So it's 4 elixir. It goes very quickly. You have to use a zap or an Electrovis or anything to stop it.
Or an Ice Spirit.
Or an Ice Spirit. Anything you need to use to stop it, because so it guarantees a waste card.
Yeah.
And if it does manage to make contact with the tower, it's a very big chip.
And Haseeb today is using the Three Musketeer deck, as we can see, and he has the elixir tower down. On the other hand, Reuben has the P.E.K.K.A.
So we've seen this almost exact same matchup in the past couple of days, and almost each and every single time the Three Musketeer deck with the heal card almost always beats the P.E.K.K.A. deck.
Yeah, but as we talked about yesterday, P.E.K.K.A. deck is mostly been used for defensive and then build that big push to go across the river.
Yes.
And make something. In this case, there's no river, there's mud. But a lot of action coming up down here. You can see.
Looks like
try to make some connect here actually. Haseeb, Reuben actually has his tower is quite low already. And another hit by the Ram and brought down to 456 health. Reuben is already in a big trouble here. Haseeb, if you remember correctly from yesterday, with the Three Musketeers have come out, why don't you take us through this part?
So the reason why Haseeb splits the Three Musketeers, right? Look at that heal card, just healing them back all to full.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know why the P.E.K.K.A. is so weak against the Three Musketeers? Because it just cannot stand up to that amount of DPS. It takes at least 10 hits from each Musketeer before it even reaches them, bringing it down.
The range of the Musketeer is pretty huge. Now 27 seconds left on the clock here, and already in a lot of trouble. I don't see Reuben coming back in this game, and Reuben is having pretty bad luck so far, I think.
Look at the aggressive Three Musketeers right there. We can kiss that tower goodbye, we can kiss the King Tower goodbye.
And another heal card coming out, heal spell, bringing those Musketeers back to full health. And my god, lot of damage there. Good game coming out of Haseeb, which instead should have been coming out of Reuben. But look at that aggressive Elixir Tower. That's Elixir Collector, sorry.
See, I would usually call that BM because, where you start F2 and doing shitty little things after you've won is bad banners. But this is actually good banners apparently in Clash Royale.
I want to have a look before we get into the next game. Can we pull up the standings and see where these two guys stand right now? If production can help us out. There you go. Standings are there. Haseeb.
He's been undefeated so far. Let's hope Reuben breaks his spree today because.
And Reuben, this is actually Reuben's first match. and Haseeb off to a great start. Has Haseeb completely now? Is he gonna adapt the Three Musketeer deck and just stick to it? Is that Haseeb's phase, July phase?
Yeah, so he's going to keep using the Three Musketeer deck. He's going to top the first phase, and then the second phase he's going to go down.
That's by the time people will have the counter developed for it. What's the counter for this right now? Do you think you need a zap and a fireball together pretty much?
Yeah, and it's very hard to counter the Three Musketeers because you always split them.
Yeah.
It's always 2 on one side, 1 on the other. So you'll almost always never get full value out of your zap and fireball unless you actually predict the move and kill them instantly. Because once they separate, there's no way you can get back in the game.
So we pretty much right now are stuck pretty much on what's gonna happen. So in any case, so let's get into the next game. Game 2, score right now 1-0 in favor of Haseeb. And I'm looking forward to an exciting map coming out here. And yes,
Pekka's Workshop.
Yes, Pekka's Workshop has come out. We have lava inside of the river now, and off we go.
Okay, so we see neither playing making any big moves, and like you've guessed and I've guessed, Haseeb has managed to stick to his save deck.
Yeah, but look at that 3 combo that he threw out, already getting hit by the ram, and the Pekka has lost a lot of health also trying to defend this.
So that is completely fine because again.
And now look at the elixir, they're pretty much similar, but he has 2 units on the floor, sorry, 1 extra unit on the floor, and the musketeers come out, and here we go, the weakness of the Pekka. Oh, zap! See, this is what was required to take them out. And if he's quick enough, or if he is lucky enough, actually, he can have the zap and the fireball, even hitting 3 musketeers together.
If he can make the perfect guess, that is like next level prediction. I'm sure our boys are capable, but it might just be a very rare event in our case.
Yep. A lot of elixirs collectors going down here. Heavy cards on both sides. And what's going on now? Is the Hog Cycle deck, is that old news now?
Yeah, it is.
Is he actually, he's letting that hit his tower every time. Does he not have an answer to this?
See, he couldn't rotate to the zap in time. You can still see the zap is the next card in his hand, but he just couldn't find the time to rotate into it. Like, he's just using elixir after elixir. He's bleeding elixir basically.
But if this goes on, he's gonna end up losing his tower. And again, the 3 musketeers come out, fireball and a zap, boom. See, all 3 taken out immediately. Well played coming out, and that was 5 elixir counter to a 9 elixir card there, and in big trouble. Haseeb actually losing his tower now, and
see,
not able to
that's
hold
all he had to do, right? He had to take care of the musketeers, and boom, the tower goes down.
Yeah. And he had both the cards in rotation. He finally had what he needed in rotation, but he doesn't have the answer to the ram that comes out. Like this, the ram is out, and the Frost Giant is gonna tank. Okay, no, the Electro Wizard was able to stop that. So which is something that he needs
Which
to
is
stop.
quite fortuitous.
Yes.
Yeah, but I still feel like Haseeb might just take this game.
Yeah, but does he have an answer right now? Fireball and Zap are available. Is he gonna throw? Yes, he does. Immediately followed by a Zap. No, he's holding on to the Zap. Doesn't need it. The Baby Dragon was able to close that out fairly quickly. Pekka's making it towards the King Tower. 1 hits the Elixir Collector. That goes down. Haseeb lost both of his tower now. Is this going to be a 3-crown victory? Yes, it is. A horrible defeat for Haseeb there. Reuben finally getting a point on the board here. 1-1 is the score.
Yes. So this is what happens when people get too comfortable with their decks, eh? Where you want to repeat the same card again and again and again.
And that's something that Haseeb suffers from. Haseeb needs to change. He needs to bring something on the table to be able to withstand this onslaught of counter attacks that he's going to keep facing. I really thought Haseeb had a good thing going on there with the Frost Giant followed by the Ram. He always connected, chipped off 500 health every single time, and if he just kept doing that 4 times or 5 times, the tower would have been gone.
Yeah, but you're right, but it only works for 1 game, right? The second game, obviously, he's going to get countered just like Reuben did
and
now.
How did he counter that? Electro Wizard? How did he counter the 3 Musketeers?
Zap and Fireball.
Yes,
that's it.
5 elixir, and he kept it. He kept it waiting for the 3 Musketeers, and he even took out all 3 of them in one shot. As I had mentioned, he can. So let's go into the next game now and see what Haseeb is going to do. Go ahead, production. Go to the next. Yes, there we are. This is the third game between Haseeb and Reuben.
So good news for us, both players have changed their decks. We don't have to look at the same stuff again.
I actually prefer doing this better than the live matches because this makes better sense to me. Live matches like, okay, what's gonna happen, we don't know. And sometimes there's that hidden card that they're holding on to the whole game that comes out at the end. I guess it makes it a little bit more exciting. The cards have been changed. Giant comes out, followed by the Witch, and immediately that Queen
Princess
is countered by the Miner off to get one hit on the left tower. Giant has connected. Haseeb already
with a Night Witch into. Look at how fast it goes.
That DPS, my god.
Oof. And
what I missed it. I was looking to the left hand. What happened on the right hand side? What did he put down?
So the reason he was able to make this much of a push is Haseeb put down his princess.
Yeah.
And Reuben immediately answered the princess with his own miner.
Yes.
Haseeb tried and unfortunately he failed to distract the miner with his own tombstone.
Yeah.
And so the princess died and there was no...
but he put down a tombstone and just a princess, that's it.
He thought the tombstone would actually distract the miner, but unfortunately it didn't and the princess died.
Yeah.
And so there was no defensive DPS coming out of Haseeb.
There you go, a nice
rocket
there taking out the Dark Witch. Aggressive Giant being put down. But look at those bats. Doing a lot of damage there. Goblins also come out, nice zap. And those bats actually end up clearing up the whole board there.
This whole time that little miner back there has been chipping down the tower's HP one by one.
And look at the cannon, he's almost about to hit his own face with that cannon. So do you think Haseeb is completely outdrafted here? What's going on? Well, look at Haseeb's card, he has doesn't have a lot of good things actually going on for him right now. Prediction was not necessary because that log was able to hit the tower, of course, but fireball to counter all that.
He did use the fireball, but basically the log and the princess were...
It evens out.
Yeah.
There we go. Another fireball coming out rather quickly actually.
Yeah, so Reuben's thought process right now is there's only 30 seconds left. Just save that tower. I don't need another tower.
There you go, another aggressive Giant being placed down, followed by the ice.
So this is a perfect opportunity for a... And there we go.
Is he going to use a zap or not? No. What's he going to do? He's not going to lose his tower.
This tower is going down. So Reuben has no other choice but to either go for a 3-crown victory or at least get the other tower down.
And look at the health on both of them. Together, they even adding up together, they're less than like 1200 or something. 1300.
So now Reuben has two choices, right? He can either keep battling, keep him busy, make positive action trade and use just as fireball and zap.
Did you see that rocket?
Yes. So 22 HP left. That miner from Reuben has managed to kill the entire tower. So we're good. Reuben takes the lead 2-1.
Yeah.
Haseeb won the first match so decisively.
Yes.
And we thought he was going to go on steamroll Reuben, but clearly the opposite is happening.
And this brings us to now game 4. Reuben taking the lead here, taking the charge, going ahead. And remember, this is the first game of Reuben. So he has to, he has to bring it in.
He has to put his points on the board with this first game. So while we wait for production to queue up the next match, why don't we just take a moment of your time and say hi to our friends and best friends in the entire world?
Yes, the best friends in the entire world are Omen by HP, Zaoi by BenQ, HyperX, and Nordwin Gaming.
That's us.
That's us, yes. And let's just wait for the next game to start. And there's going to be quite an action-packed match coming up. And I'm thinking, is Haseeb going to go back to his original Three Musketeer deck, or what's he going to do?
So I don't think he should go back to the Three Musketeer deck because clearly Reuben has been able to outdraft and outplay him with the Zap and Fireball. And look at that. So Reuben actually kept the Zap and Fireball even in this previous deck, even though it wasn't a counter Musketeer deck.
Yeah. So let's get into the next game, guys, and let's see what that has in store for us.
And there we go, jumping right into what might be the final game if Reuben manages to clinch this one.
Yup, and good luck coming out here. And this is the game Haseeb cannot
lose.
It's a best of 5. If he loses this, he's out of the game. But he has a respectable scoreline so far. He's won the first 2 matches.
1-2, right? He's only won the first.
No, I mean like on the
true,
on the board.
You know, if he can
On the leaderboard, I mean.
if he can maintain this momentum, I'm pretty sure he will be back to the top 1 or 2 positions in the leaderboard again. But he really has to do something about being like counter drafted.
Yeah.
Oof! Look at that, one whack and the ram goes down.
And guess what? The 3 Musketeers are back in action. Now this time he has his own fireball and zap.
You know, I haven't seen a heal spell yet. I don't think there is a heal in this particular 3 Musketeer deck. But I guess
Right now the fireball has come into rotation. Is he gonna use it? Yes, he is gonna use it.
you know that I really don't agree with the usage of the fireball there because there was no point right there.
It was the last Musketeer would have survived, definitely.
Yeah, but even so, he could have waited and used the fireball on something else, right? The Musketeer is a range unit, and Haseeb is going to put something down at the bridge.
Yeah.
He could have gotten a little more value out of that fireball if he just had a
Waited.
little more patience. So, a minute and a half into the game,
And Haseeb's gone back to his main deck again.
ooh, look at that fireball to bring down the elixir character's HP. But what do you think is going to happen, Gautam? Haseeb right now
I think-
is at the advantage because Reuben's star is at 1654 HP. What?
I think Reuben has this game figured out. If Haseeb's gonna go back to the same deck again, and Reuben has the 2 cards that he needs to counter the 3 Musketeer, and I don't see a heal coming out of Haseeb at all. So I think this game is gonna go for Reuben, and he's gonna close this game because I don't see how Haseeb is gonna keep using the same deck to defeat Reuben when he's defeated him. And Reuben clearly knows how this thing works now. And
Oh, there we go. An aggressive P.E.K.K.A right there.
yes. And followed by a Night Witch. He's trying to do a counter attack on the other side. How is that going to help him now? That Night Witch is going to go get hit by one. Oh, nice defensive Ice Giant coming out. P.E.K.K.A was able to connect to the Night Witch, taking her out immediately. But P.E.K.K.A was not able to connect to the tower. And the Ram on the right also failed to connect to the tower. Haseeb playing really well right now.
So 20 seconds left.
But his win condition still stands very weak on the fact that he is depending on the
contact with the ram and the fireballs.
that and also the 3 Musketeers, which Reuben is going to keep countering. Look, he's holding on to the fireball and the zap.
Like neither player has. Okay, Haseeb hasn't
Is
played
he
3
baiting it
Musketeers.
out now?
Yeah, he's trying to bait it out. He hasn't played his 3 Musketeers yet
Yeah.
because he wants to bait it out. But Reuben has managed to stop.
3
there we
Musketeers
go.
come
Let's
out.
see this.
Let's
Is
see a
it
zap. Let's see a zap and a fireball. No.
No, not happening.
Okay, there you go. I think he this time he's waited. He actually waited. He listened to you, dude. He
Yes.
listened to you. He went in the future and listened to your advice and came back and did this.
So that's wonderful. So it's really, and that's a very expert play because it's really hard to get the bandit with the zap and the fireball as soon as it starts its dash.
Yes.
Ooh, it makes contact, yes, but yeah. Over time, this push is enough to bring the tower down. It's going down.
And
Haseeb
this
is going down. That's
this
it.
is game over, guys. And
There we go.
I was thinking, why doesn't he have any units down? He put an elixir collector down.
That's strange, right?
Yeah.
You're entering the overtime. It's the golden goal wala attack condition.
Yes.
First hour going down, you're gonna win.
Yes.
Why would you put down an elixir cutter? You need to keep pumping in more units. Right? You
Yeah.
already have double elixir.
Yeah. And that brings this to an end. Reuben actually taking that game 3-1 in his favor. And Reuben is now on the board. This was the first game he's played. Now he's off to, congratulations Reuben, off to a great start here, beating Haseeb, who was topping the chart. And now you can see Reuben now actually has 3 points now, and Haseeb has the first loss, but he's still number 1 because guess what? Everyone else has not played. Everyone now has played. Actually.
Everyone's played, yes.
Everyone has played now. And Mehudi, Arpan and Acrid being at the bottom. Acrid actually had great performance at the LAN. He had lots of clutch plays that we got to see, and of course not able to close that. So I think we are out of time now. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's time for Counter-Strike action to start. So
we should hand this over to our favorite in-house host, Vagish
Yes.
Godslayer Ban.
yes, take it away, Vagish, and we are signing out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time for more exciting Clash Royale matches. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Well, an amazing game by Reuben Decuna, who got slightly angry with me in the summer season because apparently I was pronouncing the poor chap's surname wrong. It was supposed to be Decuna, not Decunia. So Reuben, if you're watching this, my apologies, lad. You know I love each and every one of you gamers out there. And of course, let me welcome everybody once again, whether you're watching us on the Facebook channel, Facebook page of ESL India or the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership. I welcome you all with open arms. Slightly late, but still better late than never. This is another edition of the live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zavi by BenQ. Now, what we just witnessed was a best of 5 Clash Royale between Reuben and Haseeb, which went in Reuben's favor. First lost by Haseeb so far in the fall season July session. Now, moving on, we have a Counter-Strike Global Offensive game in the offing here between two really intense teams. We have SemperX and JMD Gaming lined up for you guys. Let's quickly take a look at these two teams. All right, so minor miscom there. The entity versus go figure game was not there in question. Pretty funny, you know. There are small moments in the course of the ESL India Premiership there you find which are pretty hilarious there. You really want to wrangle a couple of necks, but then you can't do much about it because these guys are your good friends and colleagues altogether. One small happy family, ESL India that is. Now moving on, let's focus on both the teams here in question. JMD Gaming versus SemperX is what we have lined up for you folks. Now talking about SemperX here, one of the top teams in the Indian CSGO scene who managed to register top performances in the different months of the summer season online session. Now, they attended the summer season finale in Mumbai but managed to register a 6th place finish in the recent fall season transfer window. The team brought on board players Swapnil Markelon Mahajan, Sharan Buster Dave and Akshay Kappa Sinkar, who hail from Team Shooting Monkeys, Team Respect and Eternal Esports respectively. Now, moving on, the team, however, bid goodbye to Ishpreet Hunter Singh, who has now joined ranks of Entity Gaming, considering Sai has carpal tunnel syndrome and he's being lamenting about the fact that he can't play good CS anymore. So Entity Gaming has given him some time off so that he can gallivant and enjoy and recuperate more than gallivant and enjoy. So Hunter's taking his position in Entity Gaming, and SemperX now is supposed to be an esteemed dark horse in the ongoing fall season, whereas the opposition here, JMD Gaming, they're based out of Bangalore. They're one of the most hardworking teams in the scene. In fact, this time around the team is led by Kashif Ahmed. Now, in the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017, the team made their way to the Master League through sheer grit and determination. Despite poor performances and going up against established teams, JMD still managed to retain their Master League spot, setting up some surprise wins. Now, they attended the summer season finale but failed to make a significant impact at the event. A quick trivia fact is that the JMD Gaming is one of the first esports teams to make an appearance on Indian television, which also brings me to another great fact about the ongoing ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season. So guys, what basically happens is every day at 2:30 p.m. IST, all you gotta do is park yourselves on the nearest bed, sofa, couch, whichever is available, in front of a television. Open your television, switch it on to D Sport, because ESL India Premiership 2017 is now exclusively streaming Counter-Strike Global Offensive matches exclusively on D Sport, and that's one of the greatest things Counter-Strike Global Offensive in this country could have got exclusive coverage on mainstream television. So now let's quickly head off into the game at hand here. We have SemperX versus GMD Gaming, so head over to the game, boys. We're all waiting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all. It is going to be SemperX facing off with JMD Gaming. Two teams who have had some pretty interesting results of late. We did see SemperX lose in a very heartbreaking fashion to Brutality on Cash a couple of days back. on, I think just a day back, in fact. I think those of you might have seen it on TV when they lost 16-14 after a crazy comeback by Brutality. And then JMD Gaming off of the heels of a pretty impressive upset yesterday against Eternal Esports, the ex-D2D lineup. And they're going to be facing off with each other today. It is going to be Mirage, the map. An interesting buy coming from SemperX, just armors and USPs. And Kashef is going to be leading the way here. There's a wraparound coming up from Connector. It's going to be a pretty rough spot here, but look at Markelon going big. Finds 3 kills out of nowhere. 3 headshots, no problem. And he's hungry for more. Just 12 bullets remaining. He should be able to find another guy looking for the ace. It's all on Proud, all alone. And Markelon is hungry here. He's tapping away, and he gets the ace. What a way to start the game. 5 headshots, no problem. And JMD Gaming get completely shut down by Markelon, and that's a way to start the game. Okay, then. Holy hell. I did not see that coming. But, wow, okay. That was, I like what JMB had in mind. Smokes towards A, and then 3 guys coming out from Connector, 2 guys to the C4 as well, pushing out from Slope and Markelon. Single-handedly, 1 man towards Connector. 3 headshots, no problem whatsoever. Now he's going to be purchasing the M4A4, the only M4 for his team. They have a FAMAS and Forsaken as well, both of them playing from the A-bomb side towards Connector stairs, and Forsaken playing from the toll booth. Trying to use that the range advantage that they have with those rifles. The smoke's going to be pouring in. It is the wall of smokes. It's a nice... I like this. I like what they're doing here. The bomb is going to get planted, but no, Forsaken. He's going to get the kill through the smoke. Markelon finds another one. I really like what they did, but the bomb is going to be dropped as well. 1 guy remaining alive is going to be Proud with the Tech 9. He's going to find someone. Is he? No, he's not. Forsaken will end him. And that is just huge. That is just absolutely huge for SemperX. You don't lose a single man as well. And we're now going to be seeing an eco coming up from JMD Gaming. That is brilliant stuff. 2 kills through the smoke, if I'm not mistaken. Forsaken getting the frag on the C4 planter as well. JMD, they've only got 1 kill in 2 rounds. Not even got a bomb down. So that means a full eco will be the call here. Just Glocks all around. 2 UMPs and an SMG, that MP7 in the hands of Buster. He's waiting. He's Kappa. He's got a P215 hand, although he does have a UMP strapped to his back. He's going to be seeing action real quickly here. He spots a multitude of them coming out. It's a near towards short. He's going to be funneling in towards Connector, but Kappa is waiting. He's going to take the fight. Finds 1. Finds another one, and they get completed. Destroyed. Kappa picking up 3 quick kills as impaling everyone from behind from a short area. Another flawless run for SemperX. You just lost 1 guy in the pistol round for a second. That's it. And now that's really going to help their economy. 3-0. We do see a few upgraded weaponry. We do see Buster purchasing the M4A4. The rest of them still going to keep their guns. And now we will be seeing the buy coming out from JMD. They don't have... they have these in some utility, in fact. But I like what SemperX are doing. Aggressing top of mid, getting a lot of control. They were looking to take the fight at mid. They're going to leave Buster. As Forsaken should be falling back, but it's going to be Markelon. Is going to find 2 quick kills before he gets taken down. And Forsaken should be careful. Peeks out with the Molotov in hand. That's going to hurt. And Kappa playing towards CD spawn. He's waiting to the flank to arrive in the form of Buster. Kappa hasn't showed himself, and they might not be expecting him to be here. Hellfighter, though. The smoke is in place. As now a retake will be coming in. Impale trying to pick up the FAMAS, which he will indeed. And Kappa has got a flashbang. It's going to be really deep, though, and he's going to get the kill. Yes, he will. But he will get traded immediately. And now, as a player on the side, Deathmaker, is he going to be protected? He's going to get the kill, but now it's all down to Buster and Hellfighter. Hellfighter is so very low. Buster can just stick this. Hellfighter, what can he do? He's going to burn alive in the flames, and Buster is going to get a defuse. Oh, that is just heartbreaking. That is just heartbreaking for them. He had to go for the peak because Buster did tap the C4, but they didn't get anything going. The SemperX win another run, although they do lose a few players this time around. But I don't think they're going to be too worried about it. Now, JMD Gaming Bomb getting planted. 4th round loss bonus, so we'll be able to go for another buy, but utility is very sparse. This is going to be, at least based on the utility buy they have, just a one single legs get into the site, or probably try to go for some contact plays. But Kappa, he is wielding the big green gun. It's curious to see that Kappa's opping now, because there's no primary opper in this team. Although I've seen Marklon play with the op as well. I'm not sure why Kappa would go for this peek. He spots 2 players. Nice flick shot, trying to stay alive. He's stuck in a troublesome spot here, but Forsaken is going to help him out. Kappa, great flashbang, and finds another one. How is he still allowed to stay alive? I don't even understand. Kashif left alone at mid. He does have backup arriving in the form of Hellfighter, who's pushing up from underpass. Kashif's going to find Forsaken, and Kappa should be falling back. 3 HP, misses a shot. He's going to fall back to safety towards jungle. Falling all the way back. And look at Marklon here. He's pushed in towards T-spawn. There should be information. There were 2 Ts at connector, so they can actually go for plays here. Marklon already pushing up towards T-spawn. Still a minute on the clock remaining, so JMD Gaming can still go for a play here. Can still go to either of the sides. Problem is they have no utility remaining. And Impale Buster playing from the B-bomb side. Very passive hold. Let's see in the area. As Kashif will have to make his way. Waiting for the flames to dissipate. And the nade, ooh, at the feet, that's gonna hurt. The Molotow's gonna come in as well. 20 seconds. Oh, this is looking rough. Another flashback being tossed in. They know exactly where the play is coming in from. Buster and Impale are lying in way. They also have Kappa with the AWP. And we have a flank coming in as well. Marklon with the M4. And Kashif is going to be ready. Yes, he is, but he's still going to get taken down. And Marklon clearing out the corners. Hellfighter will get the kill, but will he make his escape is the question. And they are trying to hunt him down. Impale might not be able to reach him in time. He's hiding behind a TV, and Impale is going to take him down through that CRT TV. And there you have it. 5-0 to SemperX. They keep 3 guys alive as well. And now for JMD Gaming. Are they going to go for another force? Hellfighter dies after the time elapsed. That's going to be painful, but he just has $400 to work with. That's making lucky both yet to get off the mark, as we will be seeing an eco coming out here. They will be going for just pistols, a little bit of armor, and maybe a bit of utility. That's about it. As they are heading for this A-bomb site, where Markle's position is not that great, especially against these Tech 9s. Luckily for him, Lucky and Cash have only 2 players who have any armor. Markelon. Incendiary a little too shallow. Is he gonna find one? Yes, he will, but he gets taken immediately for a second in a rough spot here. He's gonna be caught reloading, just looking really rough here. Kappa will reply back with the AWPs. He's looking for more though, but not able to quite find it. Now it's a 3v3. Bomb planted. And Kashif, oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. He's got armor and the M4 as well. This could actually work out. This could actually work out. This is a round. If they pull it off, it could be huge. They will not be expecting where Kashif is coming in from a Kashif. Perfect lurk. They have no clue. Impale's going to find Deathmaker in the meantime, and a bomb is planted for Kashif. He's going to get the first kill now. They know where he is. Kappa is going to try and stick it through the... Oh no! Gets tapping! Is he going to get the kill? Yes, he is! And Impale is all alone. He's still tapping, and he's going to run out of bullets. And that's a round done, and does it. Kashif picks up an ace on an eco round. That is just absolutely brilliant. That should have never have happened. And the hero play from Kashif, getting the first 2 kills, and then on the flank, he gets the kill. That was just huge. That is just brilliant stuff. As we do see a technical issue. I think one of the players dropping out, so we should be having the unpause coming in any moment right now. I think it was Lucky who dropped out of the server. And Kashif has been the player to watch, even in the previous games that we've seen. So he's really been doing a lot of work for JMD. But still, 5-1 to SemperX. They have more than sufficient money to go for a full buy. Everything being purchased. Incendiary, smokes, flashbangs, the AWP in the hands of Kappa once more. JMD Gaming, AKs, again, full utility for both the teams. And let's see what JMD Gaming does. Buster and Impale, the dedicated B bomb side players. Impale's gonna be feeling a little adventurous towards short, maybe. For a second, just shoulder peeking out, which is risky because his teammates trying to clear underpass, and now he's gonna be full-fledged committing towards mid. Kappa with AWP towards Tollwood. They mixed it up a little bit. And I actually like what SemperX are doing on the CD side. They're a little bit more dynamic than how most other Indian teams like playing Mirage on the CD side. They play too passively from the sides. They don't really have that great crossfires either. They just give up mid completely. Buster is seeing a little bit of action. A Molotov is going to make life a little problematic. He's burning a lot. He's taking quite a bit of damage. He's still got Incendiary in hand. He can toss that in to delay this push, but it might be a little too deep. I think it hit the smoke. Buster re-aggressing out. This is very, very, very cheeky from him. Very cheeky from him. He's 25 HP, one straight bullet. And he's done for. But he's going to get the kill. Oh, the flashback comes out. He should get out and get another one. No, he's not. Hellfighter's going to take him down. But 30 seconds on the clock. They got to commit here. Smokes and flashes raining in. But look at this. Markelon, the timing of the gods from behind. Sprays 3 of them down. And Hellfighter is left alone in a 1v3. 20 seconds on the clock. He can still leg it to the A-bomb side, which is what he's doing. But I think he's just going to try and save you. 13 seconds. There's no time remaining. There is no time remaining. Kappa's ready with the AWP as well, and that is going to be round by 6 for SemperX. Problem for JMD is the money is gone once more. This is not looking good. They will be going for the, alright, the AK saved, so they're just going to force everything into this. Everything. And just an AK. A lot of utility though, so they're going to be going for an executor by the looks of it into the A-bomb site. But Kappa, I think his spider sense is tingling. See the smokes raining in. Molotov's going to keep them at bay. This is going to be painful. They're going to run into the flame. It's not a great Molotov, but there's a huge gap for them to cross on Nova. Nice smokes, though. This Kashev's going to take the fight. Buster taking a bit of damage. Kappa, in the meantime, rattling out shots. But it's going to be Markelon once again. This man, through the smoke, 2 kills. How is that even happening? He's going to push in, and there's a man above in. Palace is going for more here. He's going to get the kill. Yes, he is. The last guy remaining is going to be Hellfighter. And Markelon is welcome to the site. My name is Markelon, and you guys are my bitches. Completely destroyed. So there's an 18 kills. 18 kills in 8 rounds. What is going on? He is dicking them at the moment. As JMD are going to be calling for a tactical timeout. Well, about time. Just getting completely, utterly destroyed. Markelon playing like a man possessed. What are GMD going to do is the question here. They've had some pretty good ideas in mind, but the smoke kills, the frags coming in out of nowhere, and Markelon just going ham, it's just, what do you do against that? He's already got, what, an ace on a pistol round? He's got 2 quad kills, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, what do you do against that? Absolutely monstrous. So we do have the unpause coming in. Full tactical timeout. What are they gonna do? Full Glocks. So it's gonna be a throwaway round. I don't see them pulling off anything this round. And if they get a bomb down, it could be huge. That's what they'd be looking for. Let's see what they do. Looks like it's gonna be a full-on train towards the B bomb site, where they don't have any. They have nothing. They've invested nothing apart from the 1P to 50. And Buster and Impale. Buster's even got the UMP. He can just farm a lot of money here. And Impale with a nade can help him out. It's going to be Buster. Oh my god, this is a slaughter. Buster finds one, finds two, looking for more, but won't be able to get more than that. Gashaf left alone in a 1v4. He's going to drop in with the Glock. 15 HP. It's nothing he can do. Impale will impale him with the USP. 8-1 for SemperX. But JMD, though, like I said, throw it around. They don't get the bomb done, but they will have the money here. And it is going to be third round loss bonus as well. What can they do? AK is going to be coming out. And bear in mind, the one round they won was on an eco round, where Kashev pulled off an ace. And you can see Deathmaker's in 009, like he's transcended James Bond at the moment. Lucky's on 0 kills as well. I mean, when two of your players have 0 kills in 9 rounds, that's not exactly great, to put it very bluntly. There's going to be Marklon once again. This guy is an absolute beast. Looking for more, but he's not going to find anything because the rest of the players are towards top of mid. That is JMD Gaming's Proud and Deathmaker. Going to smoke off window. Jungle, whatever you want to call it. Proud is slowly sneaking his way in. There's no one marking his short though. There is a Impale waiting. This crossfire can be perfect. Impale's going to find one. He's still going to hold the line. Flashbang comes out. Markelon regressing out towards connected. That's going to force back a Deathmaker. I thought the nade would actually hit his teammate, but it did not. And now Buster has been doing his best Mario impression for over a minute now. We'll be seeing some action towards B apartments. He spots him out. Incendiary is going to rain in. He's got into a great position. Impale is there ready and waiting as well. It's going to be... Oh, what? Buster and Impale both taken down. What were those shots? How did that turn around? What were those shots? I don't even know what to say there. Hello? SemperX? How did you... They had the perfect crossfire. And JMD Gaming, just crazy entries into the B bomb site. Get 3 kills, and Kappa's like, alright, there's not much I can do here. Might as well just hold on to my AWP. That's exactly what he's going to do. And the round will be won by JMD Gaming. Finally getting the second round on board. But still have a long way to go here. It is Mirage, which is quite city-sided, to be honest, in India, at least. But city-sided or not, you need to still have a few more rounds on the T side. Because SemperX showed what they can do against brutality. Especially on the T side, some impressive stuff. Do see Kappa out with the AWP once more. Forsaken pushing up top mid. Is getting a lot of map control, getting a lot of information here. And all he has to do is just stay put on top of mid. Doesn't even need to peek. He just hold an off angle while one of his teammates just marks towards underpass. And you see Kappa immediately rotating back towards the city spawn area. Smokes are going to be raining in. Flames above Markelon. He'll be safe for the time being. It is going to be an A play, and Forsaken's in a great position to go for a flank, because you see JMD Gaming slowly walking back towards the A bomb site. All 5 members. They have Hellfire pushing up towards Palace. And they have the utility. Question is, are they going to be ready for Kappa's AWP? They should have the smoke for CD spawn as well. Marklon waiting. He's been a player to watch so far. Run Impale, doing a bit of damage, and now it's all down to Marklon, waiting inside a shadow. Has been spotted out, yet Kappa's going to get the first kill. They're going for the wall bang, and it's going to be... Oh no, he gets taken down this time. Proud is going to find him, and now Kappa, but Forsaken from behind, like a snake in the grass, gets to it. Buster will burn Hellfighter alive. 9-2 for SemperX JMD Gaming. Again, the money getting reset. Although, this $4,800 unlucky, but I don't think they'll be going for the buy here. That's what happens when you give up so much of map control. No one marking mid meant for Forsaken to come all the way to the top of mid and do whatever play you wanted, and that's exactly what happened. And now, Mark London Forsaken. Forsaken trying to just shoulder peek out towards Palace. Cap is towards mid. Is feeling adventurous. No one to find. Marklon pushing in deeper. This is in a little rough spot here, but he's got Incendiary to work with. He's out in the open. He's going to find one, finds two, but he's going to get taken down. But last guy remaining alive, Forsaken will not get the final kill. Impale will steal it away from him, but a nice hold nonetheless. They just lose one player, that is Marklon, who's on 21 kills in 12 rounds. That is quite ridiculous. Forsaken going with the aggressive play towards mid, but this time Deathmaker and Hellfighter, they're waiting. Deathmaker's going to take the fight for Forsaken. This time around, it's not going to get that lucky. He's going to get taken down. An advantage for GMD Gaming. Proud is making his way to the underpass all alone. Pretty risky. The AWP coming out alone from underpass. This is a shot. There's no one to trade for him as well. Incendiary is going to force him back. Re-aggress from Impale. He's going to get the first kill. And then Deathmaker not going for the trade. Flashbang is going to explode right next to his ear, but he's not going to be able to get anything lucky. In the meantime, making his way towards Sandwich. He's in a great spot here. Creates some problems, but he will spot out Marklon. He doesn't take any damage, but Kappa is going to take him down. Now it's going to be the B split coming in. There is a guy there waiting, and Buster completely not sure what he was doing. 3v3. Bomb is going to get planted. They have a guy in apps. They have a guy in short. Kashef, the player to watch the JMD, he's stuck inside the side. Proud's going to find Impale now. In the AWP. Looking at smoke comes out, but Marklon's going to find Kashef nonetheless. And Proud going big, gets another one. Now it's all on the Kappa. 1v2. The C4 is kind of smoked off though, I believe, but Proud knows where Kappa is, but the bomb is... Oh, no, never mind. The bomb's not planted for... The smoke is not covering the C4, so Kappa will have to make his escape, which he will. But it's going to be third round for JMD. Hard-fought rounds here. Little surprised why Buster was holding that position when he knew his short was completely wide open. Really shouldn't have happened. And money's not looking that great for SemperX here in the penultimate round of the first half. Do see James. Let's take a look at the money real quick here. Money's kind of broken for both the teams. Yeah, whichever team loses this round is going to have nothing to work with in the final round. So it's either 12-3 for SemperX or it can be 10-5 for JMD. It all depends on this round. Kappa lying in wait, looks away. Kashef not aggressing out. Seem to be a little indecisive, the CTs. And Forsaken, a very cheeky spot there. Very risky spot, rather, not cheeky. He could get taken down with his back turned. Incendiary tossed him, still a minute on the clock. And SemperX. Cap and Marklon have 2 incendiaries still to work with. It's all about timing. They can wait it out. They can wait it out. They can keep the incendiary for the last few seconds. You see incendiary coming out from the T's. The Molotov rather coming in towards the van area. But he's just lucky alone. He's trying to sell something. Instead, it's going to be a play towards A. They might have actually fallen for this for a second, trying to find something. He's making his way towards CD spawn. Yes, he is. Marklon. It's all on him. He's all alone. Not checking the corner though. And Marklon, he's getting a lot of information here. Proud's going to find Impale. Marklon didn't show himself yet. He's going to get the first kill, but Hellfighter with a quick trade. It's not looking great here for SemperX. But Kappa spot on Deathmaker just underneath the smoke. And 10 seconds on the clock. They got to get the bomb down. Kappa, the bomb's in his sights, but they will be able to go for the plant here. Kappa will be found by Proud this time around. Now it's a 2v2. Proud and Hellfighter. And Proud's actually looking towards jungle. I don't think he's going to be expecting 2 CTs to come in. It's all about timing. I have no idea there's no one else in CD spawn and prep. Oh, he misses a shot! He misses a set with two players to shoot at. He didn't know which direction to aim at, and Forsaken's going to get the kill. It's all a Forsaken here in a 1v1. And Hellfighter, did Forsaken not spot him out? Yes, he does, but he's down to 15 HP. Flashbang in, and this is looking rough for Forsaken. And Hellfighter, he's going to read it perfectly, spots him out, gets the kill, and JMD Gaming win the round. 3 HP is all Hellfighter had to win this one with, but he will manage to do that. And for SemperX, the money is crushed. The money is destroyed. And JMD Gaming, this might get to 5 rounds here. It is a Hail Mary by Devils and Markalon, feeling it. Nothing underpass. That's some information gleaned. And that should be sending Kappa towards the A-bomb side, where it is just Impale and Forsaken. What? Okay, alright, Proud. Come on, that is just, this is ridiculous. The jumping shot, I think it wasn't even a no-scope, if I'm not mistaken, with the AWP, and Marklon is left alone in 1v5. The guy has beasted this entire game. It's 23 kills, but to be honest, it's nothing much you can do here. And he will be found out by Kashef with a Tech 9. 5 rounds on board for JMD. As that would have been called by both the teams. And they do give themselves a fighting chance of 3 rounds in the very end of the game. And SemperX shouldn't be too happy with this. He should have easily had a 12-3 half at the very least. Small little mistakes costing them quite a bit. Let's see what they have in store for some pistol round. Very different vibe by JMD. They have 3 guys at utility. That's a lot of utility. Just 2 guys with the USBs and armor. That is going to be Deathmaker and Lucky. And SemperX, they got some utility for themselves as well. They have a smoke, 2 flashbangs, and a nade. Forsaken with the smoke and the flashbangs. Kappa's there as well. And they're going to go for the same play that JMD Gaming tried, but Marklon, this guy is just not stopping. He's just not stopping. He's going to get the reload. Deathmaker towards CD spawn. Always lonesome. He can't do anything here. Because Marklon doesn't need to take the fight. He just needs to hold the line here. Nades. Want to take a chunk out of him. It's a nice nade. And all the CTs making their way from CD spawn. 4 guys pouring in. Bomb planted though. The USPs can be troublesome. They got a kit as well. Another nade being tossed in. And Kappa tossing in a flash for his teammate to peek out. Buster is going to peek out. Oh, gets a dink, gets a kill as well. Kappa's going to find that to make it. All of a sudden now it's a 2v3. Proud tapping away. He's on 31 HP. Bear in mind, he's just got the flashbang remaining to work with. He's going to try and stick it, but it's going to be taken down by Markalon. Boss is going to find Hellfight, and that is going to be the round. Going to with SemperX. Both the pistol rounds being won by SemperX very convincingly. see Markelon and Buster. AKs, UMPs, it's just gone for a fast play to a shot. All 5 players barreling in. Proud won't be able to spot anyone out. They've gone for the full eco, which is something I actually like what JMD have done. The fact that they've actually gone for the full eco. I'm gonna check the corner, Markelon. He won't check it, but it's... Oh, Lucky actually gets a kill. Looking for more, picks up a gun here. But he will be taken by Buster. And it's all down to Deathmaker and Kashif. The USP is nothing much they can do. And SemperX should get round number 12. I really like what SemperX did that round. Although I would have liked to have one more guy come in from B apartments to ensure that he can kind of be a flank towards B stack, for example. But Impale and Forsaken just pushing in, getting the 2 quick kills. And that's going to be round number 12 for SemperX. JMD should be going for another eco. I think they're going for the double eco. Yep, they are, and that's fine. They have a little bit of cushion to work with. 5 rounds they got on the T side, giving them breathing room to be able to go for 2 double ecos. Or else we might have been seeing a 4 spy coming in right now. He to 50, but Markelon is going to find one. Oh, Lucky. Still alive! Like, where was Forsaken looking at the chaos? In the chaos. Almost getting taken on from behind, but Buster will finish things off, gets the kill, 13-5. JMD Gaming now with the buy. They've gone for 2 full ecos. So that means I'm going to be expecting a dual op setup from these guys. Deathmaker. Proud, there we go. Question is where the op's going to go. I like when teams go for a dual op set on Mirage on the CD side. I like them when they go for plays instead of just playing passively, from way at the back of the sites. Proud, trying to do some damage here, but Incendiate Molotov's going to come in very deep. His exit has been cut off. No smokes though. Markham's going to find Kashif in the meantime, opening up again. Failed the smoke, but he's going to get re-smoked nonetheless. Proud will be forced out from his hidey hole. Deathmaker and Proud. A lot of work to do. Deathmaker out of a shot, a shoulder peek. Catch him off guard. Proud's going to get a kill. And now Deathmaker, he's in a tough spot here. He's trying to get the kill. He's going to miss the shot. Forsaken's going to find Proud in the meantime, and now the ops are out. It's all unlucky in Hellfighter. Such an expensive investment into this round. But SemperX is just going to deny JMD Gaming. And it's going to be the save call coming in. And that's pretty much the round done and dusted. They might be, if they save these 2 rifles, they'll be able to force it up. Be it UMPs and maybe FAMASas. But apart from that, this is looking rough. This is looking very rough for JMD. It's going to be 14-5 for SemperX. And SemperX not really bothering going for the hunt that aggressively. You see the force coming out. Kappa with the op. He's going to go for the plays here, but Deathmaker is going to peek out around the corner. It's a question. No, he's not going to play it very safe. Not a great smoke though. It's a huge gap there, which Kappa's not going to take advantage of. He's going to fall back, holding towards T-spawn for any aggression from JMD Gaming. JMD Gaming are actually playing a little bit more aggressive this time around. Aggression towards a slope. They have Proud on the floating, with the floating roll towards Connector, spotting towards Palace. He spots a man out. They're aggressing in. The nade's going to come out, and that's going to sail, and it barely does any damage. And Markelon once again gets a kill, gets another one. And knowing that make his position, Marklon should have a pretty good inkling with other guys. Marklon is not stopping! Jesus Christ, they got families, Marklon. Hellfighter left alone here towards short. The bomb is making its way there. And Hellfighter finds one, but he's going to be taken by Kappa. Now the last guy remaining is going to be Kashef. Forsaken will find him 15-5. Map and match point for SemperX. This has been a very, very fast game. SemperX not wasting any time. And Marklon, he's at 31 kills in 20 rounds. 31 kills in 20 rounds. Do the math. Do the math. That's just ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous. He's playing out of his mind. JMD, they have no answer for him. And bear in mind, he's actually the first guy to make contact multiple times. Oop, risky there. Gets spotted out. He goes for the spray. Was he gonna get the kill though? No, he's not. Cashman proud. They get 2 quick kills. Forsaken now stuck in a rough spot all by his lonesome. He's gonna fall back. Team up with Kappa. Kappa trying to find someone. Slow things down. It's a little bit on the clock to work with. So they're not exactly in any hurry. However, these positions from JMD are pretty solid indeed. And they'll be going towards A. Just one man there waiting. Here's him coming out. Flashbang is not that great. He has another flash in hand that will be able to get the kill in time. They're going to avoid the flash completely though, and he's now trapped in the corner. He's going to find one before he's taken by Impale. But there is a guy coming from CD spawn, and that is going to be Kashef. He doesn't even need to do anything. It's all on Kappa here in a 1v4, and he's going to be caught off guard. Kashef will take him down as JMD Gaming, they hold on here for by at least one more round. 15-6, and look at the money in the hands of SemperX. They can go for any buy they want. Impale taking a lot of damage initially. 10 HP. He's got a C4 as well. He does have Markelon, who's running up, making a lot of noise, barreling up the stairs towards B app, so they don't seem to be really bothering with any subtlety. Buster gets tagged through the edge of those cinder blocks. He's got to get taken down. Lucky finds one, but quick trade for a second will get the frag. But now Hellfighter's alone here, stuck towards the van, but that flashbang is going to buy him some few precious seconds as Markelon takes him down. This guy is just an unstoppable killing machine. Crowd holding with the AWP. Markelon unnecessarily peeking out to take the fight, and Impale is all alone. He's going to get the bomb down, but with 10 HP remaining, this looks like a very, very impossible scenario here. He's going to walk in through the flames. Oh, Impale. That's got to suck. But they get the bomb down. And JMD get to 7 rounds. And SemperX, despite losing a couple of rounds back to back, they still have the money. That's how dominant they've been in the initial few rounds. They've been on map point for 2 rounds now. Can they close it out? Going towards A bomb separator. There's a 3-man stack. Deathmaker playing from the firebox. He's just playing. Oh no, Kappa gets the kill, but Deathmaker is a perfect flank. He finds one, goes for the second kill, and he will not get traded. Looking for more, but he's gonna get taken down. But Proud's gonna find a kill before his teammate falls, and the man advantage is still with JMD Gaming. But Forsaken, he's paranoid. He's very paranoid. There might be someone coming in from behind, and they're actually gonna be falling back here. It's an interesting call. Because Proud, Hellfighter, and Lucky are playing very passively. They have a couple of flashes, an incendiary, and a smoke still to work with. SemperX, if they ran towards B bombs, I could have worked off them perfectly. But this flash is going to give them away. They made a noise here. And coming in towards connected. This is risky. This is very, very risky. And Lucky is going to get the first kill. Forsaken with a quick trade, but it's all in Forsaken now in a 1v2. Proud is going to be holding the line, and Forsaken finds another one! Oh my word. But Hellfighter's right around the corner, 5 seconds. He's got to stick to planet. Hellfighter's sneaking in from behind. He's going to spot a Forsaken, and Forsaken has no clue where he is, and Hellfighter is going to clutch it out. He was patient. He was patient. He was patient for so long. It scared me for a second there, but he will win it out. And 3 rounds now in a row. For JMD Gaming, they delay what looks like, what seems to be the inevitable. And look at this play coming out. What is going on over at mid? Proud's taking the fight, but Kappa will punish him for it. A little bit of aggression from JMD Gaming, getting brutally shut down by SemperX. Man advantage now rested. It's Lucky. There's an Impale, finds Hellfighter. This is looking rough here. Lucky has got... he needs all the luck in the world. He's gonna line them up! What a spray! Finds 2. Deathmaker finds it. All of a sudden, it's not quite done yet. Lucky. Well, his name was apt. It was perfect. They were... neither of them were looking in his direction, and they lined up for him like the stars. Impale left alone. I don't think he's going to be expecting to play right underneath him. It's going to be Cash. He's going to spot him. Oh, but no! Impale! He still gets the kill! And now it's Lucky. He's so very low that he can't afford to go for this fight and leave it as a 1v1 for his team. And look at Impale. He's pushing in. But Deathmaker, he's got a right angle. He's waiting. He's waiting. Impale's going to walk in, and Deathmaker is going to save his teammate. I loved what Impale did that round. I think he really went for the right play. Trying to, bring it down to a 1v1, but Deathmaker was ready and waiting. That is going to be round number 4 in a row for JMD Gaming to stay alive. I don't know how to stay alive, but they stay alive. We do see attack timeout getting called by JMD Gaming. And they're like, all right, boys, 6 more rounds. Money's wrecked now. What are they going to do? They can still hold on here. It's going to be an eco run coming out from SemperX. Right now, it's all about just ensuring that they take it one round at a time. It's just one round at a time. That's all they need. They don't need anything else special. It's still not that easy. It's still never that easy. SemperX though. Pistols and just Impale with armor. I think he's the only guy who's going to buy up any armor because the rest of them are just around 2,000 dollars. So just equalizing the money out. Alright, so here we go. Game will be resuming. JMD Gaming, they are struggling. They're struggling to stay alive here. Monster just lining up the smokes. They're going to try and get the bomb down, and in the chaos, just hope that it just might work out. Let me see the smokes raining at any moment right now. They do have to still contend with Deathmaker, who has been pretty on point with the AWP. Okay, the smokes pouring in. Deathmaker with the counter. I think it was a flashbang of his own. He's going to fall back. The bomb is going to get planted. The Deathmaker still gets the kill. What was that shot? Finds Impale. Lucky's going to find Forsaken, and one by one they're starting to fall here. This round, there's nothing Kashev is going to get the kill. Buster does reply back, but it's all on Buster because Kappa is going to fall as well. 1v4, bomb down, Tech 9 in hand, but Proud will find him. Nice retake from JMD, not really going for the single peaks, everyone pouring in together using the man advantage. And JMD Gaming, I don't know how, but they're still alive in this game. 5 rounds in a row. Marklon's kind of slowed down a bit here. Barely got a kill in the past 4 or 5 rounds. That's SemperX with that eco and the bomb down means you can go for yet another full buy. Forsaken gets the opening kill by Hellfighter with a trade, and now Kashev covering his teammate. And that should have been a tell. I'm not sure why Impale... He could have used some utility, I guess, because Impale should have known that one of the players, one of the CDs, would be looking towards underpass if someone's aggressed out top mid. And Kashev jumping out, spots out Kappa. The nade's going to sail in. Kappa will have a tiny chunk taken out of him. He's down to 79 points of health. Never mind. Kashev is just going beast mode right now. Finds 2 more kills, and all of a sudden it's all done a Markelon, who is wielding the AWP. It's pretty decent with the AWP. But 1v4, bomb down, highly unlikely. Spots out Kashev, finds one, switches over to the AK-47, but Deathmaker is ready and waiting. 11 rounds now for JMD. They are stringing rounds together one by one, taking it 1 round at a time. Things are starting to look a little rough here. To 11. SemperX will go for yet another buy, but they might be feeling a little scared right now. Because now just 4 rounds separate them. Deathmaker, he's really been a rock with the AWP, on the CD side at least, but still needs to maintain this consistency for 4 more rounds to take it to overtime. From there, it's anyone's game, but 4 rounds is not that easy. Here comes the play towards B. And lucky, the 3 guys though. This is a perfect stack here, and there's gonna be 1 kill as Hellfighter goes big, finds 2 kills from the top of the box in the side. He's waiting for backup to arrive as well. Deathmaker with the AWP holding towards the van, but they're gonna complete a void at this point, and Forsaken insta headshot gets to kill. Man advantage now for SemperX. 1 round is all they need. Bomb is gonna get planted, and now it's gonna be hard here. There's gonna be Deathmaker rounds off a shot. Forsaken teasing him. Deathmaker misses another flick shot. Oh, he needed to desperately land that one. Now, Cash Chef and Deathmaker. What can he do? Deathmaker peers around the corner, goes to the pre-fire in the corner, gets Kappa, but Impale's going to get the kill. It's all on a Deathmaker with the AWP. He knows where Forsaken is, but Forsaken's going to take him down. And finally, takes on JMD Gaming. 16-11 will be the final scoreline. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The game is done and dusted. Do tune in tomorrow as well, 2:30 p.m. on D Sports, where we will be having the next game. Which will be streamed and which will be casted and shown on television as well. That's at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Do tune in for that. My name is Blair. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. GG, well played. Adios. I'll see you another time.
Well, definitely this match goes in SemperX's favor against JMD Gaming. Tough luck, boys. Tough luck, JMD boys. Maybe a little bit of homework can erase those issues you have in game, whichever is making you lose such games which could be swung in your favor. Now, moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity once again to welcome each and every one of you joining us on the Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership. I'm welcoming you all. Like I said, better late than never. Now we have a Dota 2 game in the offing between two really stupendously good teams. Now we have Go Figure Red and Entity Gaming having a showdown, and this is going to be a firework-fueled game. So let's quickly take a look at both these teams. All right, talking about NTD Gaming there now. After the summer season finale happened in the ESL India Premiership, they have gone ahead and changed their roster again. Now, they're a Mumbai-based team and arguably one of the best Dota 2 teams in the country. Now, they played a significant role in redefining the Dota 2 scene in the country also because they're the first esports team in the country to hire international players and coach and dominated the entirety of the online summer season when it was happening before the fall season, which is going on right about now. And they finished first in all 3 months there. Now, they faced an unexpected defeat at the hands of the Cambodian Dota 2 team IQ in the summer season finale, where they came in second. Now, their roster change in the fall transfer window, they let go of Blizzard and BDZ, and these two players have been replaced by Bocarino and Evil Ash there. Now, moving ahead, we have Go Figure Red, based out of Bangalore. They are led by Raghu Draken and one of the top teams in the country. Now, they have talented players on roster, including their star player Harsh Archmage Shah. And the team will be missing the services of Saurabh Milk Saha, who's going to be replaced by Amit Ame. And they finished third in the summer season finale of the ESL India Premiership. So will Go Figure Red be able to hold their ground against the behemoth called NTD Gaming, or will NTD Gaming just sweepstake it throughout the end of the game? We'll find out more about it as and when our casters take us through the game. So let's head over to some great Dota 2 action.
Champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. Sorry about that, a small hiccup, all thanks to the rain, who's being a little bit of a dick to all of us today. I mean, I had horrible packet loss earlier on today. It's not something I experience normally, and production are facing the same sort of hiccups. But we're back, and it's Entity Gaming on the Radiant facing off versus Go Figure Red on the tire. Go Figure Red starting out the Masters League by playing some of the best teams in it. They played versus IQ, they're playing versus Entity, and it's a true trial by fire for them. I'm also excited to see the new Entity roster in action. I mean, it honestly couldn't be a better day for me. I saw Dunkirk today, and I'm closing my day with watching Entity play. They've got Bocadinos coming back in, which means that Abing will be going to the offlane. To the safe lane. Abing will be playing the one position, and Bocadino goes to the offlane. You've also got Evil Ash making a quick appearance here for Entity. I wonder if this has anything to do with the ratio of outsiders to Indians in the ESL India Premiership. I'm not sure if that rule is being enforced and if that rule is being followed. Which is why you got Jovizi, Abing, and Bocadino all from the Philippines, and you got two Indian players, namely Evil Ash and Swifty here. Either way, let's get back to the draft. It's been an interesting start because what I've been noticing in the fall season is that Venomancer and Underlord usually get first phase banned, especially by Go Figure Red. This time Venomancer gets picked up because Entity showed a little bit of respect and banned out Archmage and his Invoker. I'm thinking this could be a co-Venomancer because Go Figure could go for the Clockwork now if they want to. The Clockwork wouldn't be bad to help deal with the Nature's Prophet as well. And then you have Disruptor in the safe lane, just babysitting the safe lane, and you've got the Souls for the Shadow Fiend coming out from the level 1 cogs. That is an option for Go Figure if they want to do that. But Go Figure, they've kept up. They've banned out the Juggernaut, which makes sense because this is Abing coming back to the one position. Don't want to give him a code that's too easy to execute, make him play out of his comfort zone, hence the Juggernaut ban. And generally, Juggernaut is pretty much an all-season code, right? With what seems to be a push lineup in the form of the Dazzle and the Nature's Prophet, fair amount of push. You don't want to make things worse with a healing ward in the middle of all of that. They've also banned out the Night Stalker. This was one hero that Evil Ash played to great effect back at Delhi at the previous edition of the ESL India Premiership. He played the Night Stalker. He played it at the Taiwan Excellence Cup as well, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe even the Dew Arena LAN. So they aware of what Evil Ash is capable of. They're also aware of the fact that Night Stalker is very much back in the meta with the change to his third skill. Hunter in the Night, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. They're also going to ban out the Husker. So Go Figure that they're not going to let silly picks slip through. I mean, with the Dazzle, there was potential for Entity Gaming to pick up something like a Husker, maybe get a Solar Crest on the Nature's Prophet, and then you got an Husker with a whole amount of evasion and no answers to him on the side of Go Figure that just yet. Although Axe does reasonably well because Counter Helix is pure damage, but it's a lot of ifs and buts for Go Figure to execute that. They didn't end up going for the Clockwork, they went for the Axe. So they've got some easier initiation to work with, and they've got a stronger laning presence. The Axe by himself is quite sufficient in the offlane. However, if they want to pick up the Clockwork, they still do have room for it. The question is, do they really need it? So they've got good DPS coming out with the Shadow Fiend. They got some damage over time coming out with the Venomancer. You got Archmage's hero, which is the Shadow Fiend. I haven't seen Rampage play the Venomancer in a while, but Go Figure it, they just pick up the Tiny, and that craggy exterior stumps everyone, including Entity Gaming, who are left wondering how to respond to this pick. I'm not sure if this is going to be something as clowny as picking up Tiny and tossing the Axe into so that he gets his call. Okay, yeah, so it's a core Tiny. It's a core Tiny without an IO to back him up. So it's going to be interesting to see how much Rampage gets out of his lane. I think he should be fine if he's got a Disruptor by his side and if he just goes to the safe lane. So they got quick burst damage, and maybe if Tiny picks up something like a Blink Dagger, that Drow could go down really easily in team fights. That Drow though, it's going to be worrisome for Go Figure. I mean, along with the Aura coming out, you've got two cores that benefit heavily from it. You've got Puck in the mid lane who's going to make life miserable for Archmage on the Shadow Fiend. And Boccarino who's, well, come mid-game, he's going to be taking down a lot of objectives really fast, along with the streams, along with that skill tree as well. And damn, okay. I just saw connection failure, but we've come to the load screen somehow. So I think we're fine. Is everyone seeing this? Okay, it's just me, I guess.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. Early warning mission coming out for Drake here on the Disruptor. I'm going to walk into Job there. I'm going to trade a couple of hits. Job Easy's got the Fisher, but no real backup. Expends it, however. And he's going to retreat for the time being. So it looks like it's going to be Evil Ash playing the 5 position. I haven't seen him play the 5 position in a while. He's more of a 4, but I'm sure he can play the 5 with consumer ease as well. In fact, I haven't seen Evil Ash play in a bit, competitively that is. Does pub quite often, but I haven't seen him even take part in a battle cup or anything of that nature.
30 seconds.
I know some of you are laughing at me. Battle cup competitive really, but hell, it's really competitive. Things get damn heated and serious in those battle cup matches. Okay, we've got an early movement coming up from Go Figure. Drake walks up the cliff, walks into Evil Ash and a Bing. A Bing tag with the Thunder Strike. Snacks can't close the gap really. Hasn't put a skill point into anything just yet. And well, they're just trying to force Entity off their own rune. This isn't really important. I mean, Snacks is going to get a little bit more in terms of consumables, but that's about it. You also have the ward being dropped early on. Yeah, it's a Dire ward, a Dire Observer. Looking over this rune, which is nice for the Shadow Fiend, who doesn't have a straight up lane ward to speak of. And yeah, Go Figure. They've realized who the real troublemaker is on the side of Entity. It's Swifty in that mid lane. And they're trying to apply as much pressure as possible early on. Venomancer, he's in the enemy jungle. Okay. This is unexpected. And Snacks, he's pulled the creep wave. So he's going to get a little bit of EXP. And there's not much a Dazzle can do to stop this. So Snacks taking advantage of the weakness of this safe lane coming out from Entity. Weakness in terms of lockdown at level 1. How's Boccarino looking in the off lane? He's sitting at nearly 70 damage. And a fair amount of right clicks have fallen upon Rampage. It's not the best start you'd be looking for in the safe lane, but he's got tangos and he's even got the PMS. So he's going to be fine versus all those treants and the right click coming up from Boccarino. I like that small change up coming out from the Tiny. Adapting to the off lane with his starting items. Mid lane, this is a matchup that should favor the Puck. I really don't see how Shadow Fiend comes out on top, especially with an Earthshaker that's roaming around every now and then. It's a really hard matchup for Archmage. I mean, even throwing the Drow Aura into all of that. And Swifty is hitting for nearly 80 damage a hit, while Archmage is at 50. There's no way Archmage wins this lane hands-on, but he can go back into the jungle and recover with some stacks. That's probably his game plan, and Job Easy's on the hunt. He's checking the jungle for stacks. It might be too early, but holy hell, this shouldn't be happening. Boccarino finds the Disruptor, brings him down. Not sure what happened there. And Rampage didn't want to walk in with an Avalanche to help out his buddy. Entity are probably wondering where Ami is. I mean, Job Easy walked into the jungle, didn't find him. But mid lane though, Archmage, they want to try and bring him down. Snacks boxing with the Sal, 50 on the wrong side of the river for once. Does have the orb, jaunts to the low ground and stays alive for the time being. Job easy, caught in the kinetic field. Is there enough damage though? Archmage, he's not got mana of raises. He's trying his best, but they're not going to get a kill. Drake not having the point in glimpse. And both Swifty as well as Job easy disengage. And look at this man. Oh. He's in the Radiant jungle, and only now Evil Ash goes to scout him out. Probably wanted to check that bounty soon, and is surprised to walk in a whole lot of Plague Wards. Snacks mid lane with the Invis rune. It's timing out. Swifty needs to be cautious here. Yeah. The problem though is Bocarino's getting a whole lot more out of his offlane than the Axe. And the Axe as well as the Shadow Fiend, couple up with the Venomancer, heroes that do need the jungle. So in terms of lanes, the greed is being punished here for Go Figure. And too much time spent in the jungle means Treant and Draug are just going to push out your towers. Archmage, he's going to be spending some time in the fountain. Crisp execution coming up from Entity. Fisher into Orb, followed up with the Waning Rift. I'd really like to see Abing just push out this lane. He's got the Basilius. He's going to have the Aquila up in a bit. And with Snacks missing from lane, with Venomancer not applying any pressure early on, it could be an easy tier 1 for Entity Gaming. Bocarino though, he's diving. He's got the train. Job easy. Comes in with the Fisher to help his fellow countrymen. But no real damage just yet. Evil Lash. He's had a quiet start. He's just leeching EXP off the lane. Snacks, I mean, he's trying to do the same. Doesn't have boots at 4 minutes. Saying no Iron Talon as well to fall back into the jungle either. How's everybody looking in terms of last hits? Tiny is doing awful compared to the draw. And I'm honestly wondering if this Venomancer's time would be spent better trying to help his core there. Speaking of course that need help, Archmage, he's not going to get any. There is the TP that comes in, but it's a little too late. Go figure. They're being punished for their weak lanes here. No one can really respond to a gank and try and attempt to make a counter play on the side of Go Figure. Snacks, he's too underleveled, he needs farm. The Venomancer, I mean, he tried to TP in, but what, he drops scale and it's not going to do that much. It's really not looking good early on for Go Figure in the lanes, and it's only getting worse. Drake caught in the trees, brought down. And once again, Go Figure bleeding from all ends of the map here. 4-0 to score. 5 minutes in, it's a 3,000 net worth advantage in favor of Entity Gaming. Okay, so now Archmage goes into his jungle and Venomancer takes up the mid lane. What does Venomancer do with this farm though? I mean, he's queued up a set of Arcane Boots, which is okay. But, I mean, if he needs to be relevant in this game as a core, or I'm saying as a core, although he's running the traditional 4 position, he needs something like a Midas. And should look to start building into items from there on. Maybe an early Veil wouldn't be too bad. But that's a good thing about a Venomancer. He's quite self-sufficient in his lane, can keep dropping the Plague Wards, gets a fair bit of vision across the map. The problem though is if Entity catch anyone on the side of Go Figure all by themselves, it's an easy kill with the Nature's Prophet keeping in. Job easy though, needs to be careful. The Gale in range, but Bocarino nearby. Going to drop down the individual net worth. Bocarino sitting at the top, even ahead of the draw. That is shocking. I mean, Abing was known as one of the better carry players, but a fair amount of this is gold earned from kills. And Entity have had enough. They've realized that they've absolutely trashed Go Figure in the lanes and they're just going to invade the jungle. Swifty with the orb steps ahead of the glimpse and they're looking for more. Drake wants to TP out. Bocarino, has he got the damage? Even with the draw order, it's not enough. And Entity see space and make the most of it. Reuben claims the tier 1 7 minutes in. I really wonder if using Venomancer as the jungling core position was the best idea. But Snacks did manage to get the call. The heal is there, the Grave just missed. And Evil Ash might end up going down as well. Snacks doesn't have a Blink Dagger, can't bridge the gap really. Amy out of range. They get a kill on the Drow Ranger. Finally, go figure, open up the scoreboard here. But they've lost the tier 1. And this means Snacks has to go back into the jungle. And this is what the vision is looking like for Entity. They've got deep wards, one near the Dire Shrine, one near this part of the jungle. And they know exactly what Go Figure is up to. They even know that 2 cores are sharing a jungle. Bocarino does have the teleportation available, so he could make a quick rotation. But inside, he's just going to try and pressure this tier 1. Putting an end to Rampage's laning phase early on. Tiny exits the lane and all he has are a couple of infused raindrops. They're chasing, they pop the drums. The Nature's Wrath, is that what it's called? Yeah, Wrath of Nature. It's not going to connect. Job easy. Fisher absolutely off the mark, but the Sprout is there. Rampage did manage to eat through one of the trees, toss back, keeping them away from him, but Swifty comes in with the orb, with the coils, goes the kill. Entity feeling like they can group up, and indeed they can. They've got a Dazzle to back them up. So all this damage is practically reset. Maybe a quick earn on the Dazzle would be nice. They've got drums, they've got little streams to help them out. This could be an easy tier 2, and it looks like Go Figure are not making a trade anywhere across the map. Archmage with that Ring of Akil, I'm not really sure that's enough to take down a tier 1 in the mid lane. I mean, even if it is, he doesn't feel comfortable being that far out all by himself. Go Figure, they spent the first 4 to 5 minutes of the early game jungling. They're spending the 8 to 9 minute mark jungling as well. The jungle not very rewarding early on. In fact, the lanes don't look that rosy either. Rampage caught in the Sprout, being focused. The arrows are there. A Bing gets the kill. They're going high ground 10 minutes in. And Go Figure don't have an answer. No poison, no on the Venomancer just yet. He put his skill point into something else. Disruptor doesn't have the static storm. Does have the glimpse though. Maybe a kill on the retreat would be nice. Snacks nowhere close to his blink. The glimpse onto Reuben, caught in the coil, excuse me. The coil comes out from Swifty though, and it looks like Archmage will end up going down. Reuben doesn't really care. He sees Snacks, he brings him down. The heal is there from the Dazzle. And once he hits 6, they've got the V to work with as well. These Plague Wards, they end up losing the battle to the tree, and Rampage walks in, wants to clear the summons, but he's not going to have any luck doing so. Swifty and Bing team up, bring him down. The kinetic field is there, but is it really enough? Go Figure, being decimated within the 11-minute mark. Swifty does have the orb, he's going to jaunt out of there. Amy walks in now with the Poison Nova. Is it going to be enough? A quick Fisher comes up from job easy. Venomous Gale as well, but Swifty will get the kill. Can Archmage chase? Can he get a couple of kills on the retreat? Will manage to bring down Bocarino. That's a lot of gold going in his pocket, but do they have any more luck? Glimpse on cooldown, Snacks chasing with the Battle Hunger. Swifty slowed down, pops the Waning Rift and the orb, but here comes Rampage from the side with the Avalanche. They want a Bing, but the Grave is there. A toss back? What? I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, Swifty drops the call, will disengage, and Entity lose only the Nature's Prophet. They are chasing for more though. Drake walking up to Entity's Shrine. That is not a safe place, and with no mana to work with, he's just going to run away for the time being. But Entity, they've held on to that axe for the time being. And Swifty will manage to bring down Drake, who really pushed his luck. And speaking of luck, Snacks, he has none. It looks like Go Figure wanted to catch Entity on the retreat, but Entity ended up doing the same to them. Dunkirk was a brutal war movie. This was worse than war and shorter as well. Entity ending the game with style and opening their run in the ESL India Premiership Masters League in the fall phase with a great victory. Anyway, folks, that's it as far as Dota action is concerned for today. It was just a 12-minute game. I mean, sometimes pauses last longer than this. But heck, Entity making quick work of their opponents and looking really strong with Bocrino in the lineup. And the Drow stats still relevant, still to be feared in this meta. That's about it. Once again, as far as the Dota 2 broadcast is concerned for the day, my name is Vivek. You are watching the ESL India Premiership. Good night and see you tomorrow.